Bum 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 bum. The Peter Unsure Show. Bum 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 bum. This one's going to be a Peter Unsure because of my system for asking for likes and dislikes. I generally ask for dislikes if I need a prayer for my career related goals. I ask for likes when I need prayers for personal life goals, but this prayer request kind of sits on the boundary between the two, and you'll see why in a moment. So I work three jobs plus my art project right now. And don't get me wrong, I love all four of them, but I love them for reasons beyond just loving them. I love how each one of them acts as a safety net for the other three. And so I'm never pressured too much at work, right? So for example, this past Monday, I couldn't find my new classroom. I couldn't find various resources at the campus. I was running late. I pick up the phone and I talk to my boss just like any other conversation I might have with a friend, right? I wasn't worried about messing up or losing the job or making him disappointed or anything. I just picked up the phone like I was calling a friend. And that was great. That was really great. When my Bismuth art projects don't turn out very well, I stay up all night and hardly get anything done. Yeah, I have a job to go to in the morning, right? It's not the end of the world, right? And so I'm starting to have a good client base as well over there. I sometimes look for tutoring gigs online, and even there, it used to be that I would really be frustrated about clients who are wishy-washy, wasting my time. I can't tell you how many times I find a client on Facebook, on Craigslist, and they spend more time interviewing me than the work I eventually get. They back and forth emails, sometimes a chain of 30, 40, 50 emails, and then I get 2 hours of work, and then they're not interested anymore. Well, yeah, I spent 5 hours responding to emails to get 2 hours of work. Ever since I had all of these safety nets, I don't have to deal with that anymore, right? Or You get the idea, right? I go into a situation. I When I sit down to talk to my boss over whether it be a meeting or at the interviews or anything, I feel like I'm talking to a friend. It's no longer a job interview anymore. It's more like it's turned the job interview into more like a first date, right? You want to see if it will work. It really does. It really does. I love that aspect of it. The one thing I don't love about it is that, yeah, I call it a safety net. The truth is that it's become more of an anchor more than anything else these last couple of months, right? I've been messing up really badly with my bismuth art to the point that I'm having burns all over, and I got some toxicity working with tin alloy a few weeks ago. I learned that tin can be kind of poisonous too. The good news is that it doesn't accumulate in the body, so I made a complete recovery. But that was terrifying when it was going on. I was hallucinating, and my feet felt numb. I could barely walk, and among other things, right? And then obviously I go to three different campuses, a good commute to. Yes, each one of them does serve as a safety net for the others, but that net has become really heavy to drag. Let's put it that way. And that's where the prayer comes into play. That was the Peter dislike part of the show. The Peter like part of the show is that I hope to meet the right life partner, so that instead of myself carrying four loads, the two of us can carry four loads. And I think that would be a lot more manageable. There's a girl at the board game meetup that I go to every Monday. We'll call her Kelly because you can think of her as Kelly Clarkson. And what's really nice is that at the meetup, I know another girl. We'll call her Evelina for Evelina Falenta. Um, she is likely asexual. She's a lifelong bachelorette, just like Evelina Falenta. And she was coaching me about how to approach Kelly. And so that's good. Although there's a chance she's asexual, but there's a chance we could be life partners as well, right? All we need to do is just balance each other's lives, right? There doesn't need to be a romantic relationship, right? I'm sure she has similar struggles as I do in terms of a safety net that doesn't become an anchor, right? And then there's some uh, at the school. There's a we had a student who just graduated Phoenix College. She's still studying at a different school, but she swings by for various events. We'll call her Taylor Jr. And she's a little bit too young for what I'm doing in terms of my life. But you know what? If it's a good match, it's a good match, right? We can always settle in different ways, right? So please continue to pray. So I don't know if this is a career related prayer or a personal related prayer. This kind of crosses that line, right? So whatever you feel it is, leave a like or a dislike on this video. I usually ask for dislikes if you want to pray for my career, and likes if you want to pray for my personal life. This is the Peter Onsure Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Onsure Show. Bum 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 bum.